Good afternoon, Mr. Lozano. I really want you to thank you because you're giving me this opportunity, which means a lot for me, and hopefully I'm gonna learn a lot of your company. Thank you very much.
No, I want to thank you, Axel, is it right?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, so I hope first of all, we didn't keep you waiting for so long. We had a lot of candidates for this position, so you must imagine that there were many other interviews before you.
All right, don't worry.
So first I want to ask you a bit, if you want to tell me a bit more about you, what are your motivations, for example?
Well, that's a really good question. I think that my main motivation is to improve myself. I believe that my motivation can be complement very well with this job. Since I am sure I can use everything I have learned before to help this company. Also, I think that one of my motivations are keep learning and to be an example for the others.
That's very good what you say, Axel. After all, motivation is something we always need, especially in these uncertain times with all the pandemic. So now that you told me a bit more about you and what moves you, I would like to ask you what you identify your greatest strength to be.
All right. I noticed that the job offer listed attention to detail as a
Indeed,
desirable skill for the position, and I have to say that attention to detail is one of my greatest strengths.
you said it very well, Axel. After our quality engineers can practically find one tiny what is problematic item between a sample of thousands, for example. It's a quality we search in all of our quality engineers, and it's good to know that you have it. So, what about your weaknesses? Is there anything that challenges you personally?
Well, I think that my greatest weakness is that I sometimes have a hard time to letting go a project. I'm the biggest critic of my work, and I can always find something that needs to be improved and or changed. And also to help myself improve in this area, I give myself deadlines for revisions, and this helps to ensure I'm not changing in the last minute, so I don't leave anything the last minute.
That makes two of us, Axel. If I'm being honest with you, I also follow that strategy, and it certainly makes projects go by easier and without much less stress. So now that you told me we should take on the good stuff, for example. So why do you want to work here in Intuitive as a quality engineer?
Well, honestly, I read a lot of this company since I was in college. I read a lot of Intuitive, and it was a really good option for me because I read that you really care about your employees and you want to improve our society by medical surgical, for example.
Mhm.
Medical area is one of them. Well, is one of my biggest dreams to work in that area. So I will really appreciate if you give me that opportunity. I will do everything in my hands, and I will do everything you tell me to do.
It's good to know you like this field of study as much as we do here in Intuitive. So as after this, I would like to ask you that we have pretty room for advancement here in our company. Why should I hire you? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
All right. Well, that's a very good question, and I believe that my person and all the skills that I have really complement your company and my abilities. So I think that if we combine these things, we can do a lot of things.
Yes, indeed. We always try to make our employees both grow and help us grow as a company. Make that as we grow as a company, you also grow as a person and as a professional in the field of surgical and innovation. So very well. And tell me, would you mind if you would have to work overtime, for example, in the weekends or late nights in between weekdays?
Well, honestly, I don't have any problem with that. I used to work like overtime, so I don't have any problem.
That's good to know. You see, sometimes we get overwhelmed with quite a lot of workload, especially when it's time to present new products, for example.
Yes, for example, I don't have any problem with the stress. I mean, since I'm a professional bowler too,
Ooh,
I
nice.
I have the how can I say it? I used to work a lot under pressure, so that's not a limitant for me. Also, I really like to work under pressure because it give me the opportunity to give more about my person, and I think that I work better, and I don't think that I'm gonna work under stress, so that's not a problem.
That's good to know. After all, pressure makes diamonds, as they say.
Yes.
So I think this is all for me. I was wondering, do you have any questions about the job, for example, or about us, or about the job, for example?
No, I think that I already read everything on your webpage because I'm
Oh, that's
really,
very great. Okay,
yes, I'm really interested in this work, so I don't have any question.
that's good to know, Axel. Well, it has been a pleasure to meet you. You have everything we're looking for in a quality engineer, and you have both a good eye for details, and you're very well prepared, as I can see. And you also know our goals here at Intuitive, and you are quite well prepared to deal with any kind of task, no matter what. We will be contacting you within a week, more or less, so we can send you more information about when you will start this job. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lozano. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Axel.
Hi, you there, Elio?
Oh, hello. Hey, sorry for being late. So my internet was doing just terrible here at home, and I couldn't get a quiet place to be in. So I'm here for the quality engineer job.
All right, don't worry. We'll just need to go a little bit fast because there are other applicants waiting for the interview, right?
Mhm.
So nice to meet you, Elio. Did you send me a copy of your resume?
A copy. Oh, shoot. Let me double check. Man, I didn't send it. It was Fernando, right? Your name?
No,
No. It was Alex. Alex.
Axel.
Axel. Oh, okay. Sorry
Yes.
for that. I'm terrible with names.
Don't worry.
All right. So there, I just sent it to you. So you said we have to go fast, so I think we should go right to the questions.
All right, just give me a second to read your resume really fast.
All right,
All
no
right.
problem.
Well, the first thing is that you're gonna tell me a little bit about yourself. For example, tell me about your hobbies, activities, etc.
Oh, sure. Well, it's on my resume, I mean, but well, I was born here in Mexicali and I study over at CETIS. What else I can tell you? Oh, I also really like to party and I love putting all-nighters while playing video games with my friends.
Nice. Now tell
Oh,
me.
also, I also love listening to music while working, makes it all much easier. And I also support Pumas, as you can see. I don't miss a single match during the season.
Okay, thank you for that, Elio. Well, tell me about your weaknesses.
Well, for one, I'm really terrible at using this sad thing you use here. It's just so annoying. I can't seem to make it make it work. What else? I also don't really like working in teams since everyone just works at a different pace, rhythm like me. Besides, I really just like working alone better. It's much more easy.
Okay, now Elio, tell me the reason that you want to work here.
Well, besides, I heard that you have a great vacation bonus. I think that those robot doctor thingies you use here are really cool. I can't wait to work with them and see how to make them even better. Besides, I really need a job, and I heard you have quite some opportunities for work over here at Skyworks.
Sorry, did you say it Skyworks?
It was Skyworks, right? I mean, yes, right?
No, Elio, you're getting wrong. We are intuitive surgical.
Yes, right. Sorry. Yes. Then they all sound so similar, and you both use blue, so it's hard to distinguish.
Well, tell me about your recent job or volunteer position you had before. Why did you leave that position?
Yes. Well, my first job was just terrible. Even though I was there always in time, my boss was always rude to me and so annoying that he didn't leave me alone for a second. He also always wanted us to stay during the weekends when my contract specifically said that there'd be no overtimes, and I just can't handle being here and there at the same time because I live really far from my old job. And besides, I saw that in your job offer that the salary was much higher, and since he didn't offer me a raise at all, despite all my hard work, I thought that I might be giving here a shot.
Okay, Elio, and the last question, do you have any other question for me?
Sure, yes, indeed. So about the employment benefits, does that include free meals over at the cafeteria? I really hate doing my lunch overnight and I have to, carry it. I'm terrible with toppers. And I was also wondering if you have a parking pass or something. The other day I went to drop my application form. I had a really hard time finding where to leave my car. In fact, I had to leave it like crossing the street.
Well, yes, we have benefits for employees in the cafeteria. Uh, we'll just have to use your card, or we're gonna give it to you
Oh, sweet. Okay.
if you are available for this job. And also, we have a special parking pass for you. But
Great.
thank you very much, Elio. And here in Inturi, we really appreciate your time. It was
Uh,
a
oh, um,
it
all
was a
right. Thank you, Axel. So tell me, when do I start? Did I get the job?
all right, Elio. Well, the million question, right? Um, Unfortunately, those are not the qualities that we are looking for here in Intuitive. Uh,
What? Why? But I'm perfect for the job.
I'm so sorry to tell you this, Elio, but we are not looking for those qualities, and the things that you told me, those are not the ones that we are looking for in this job. So we really appreciate your time, and we will keep you in contact if we have another extra job for you. So thank you very much, Elio.
Well, thank you, Axel, if that's your name. Thank you.